If I really would say I would be against this whole idea of what's going on with World's End Harem of episode 7, I would pretty much basically say that, and for people to really just for people to really just to understand, and I want people to really understand this, that I feel really bad for the kid, for the kid with the glasses on, with the gray hair and stuff like that. And the reason I feel really bad for him is basically that he's going through a situation where he's being forced as like a guinea pig to basically just to mate with all these girls basically around in school and stuff like that. But one of the devastating moments, which I didn't like about this episode, was his teacher. His teacher is pretty much his true love of his life and stuff like that. They both have a special, very good special connection. But we also saw, I think it was like from episode 1 or 2 or something like that, where he was being bullied because saying like he didn't deserve to basically to have her or anything like that. Because I remember that how they treated him from back then. But then like all basically those guys, I guess they're assuming they are dead. I'm not really that sure. I really don't know. But the point I'm trying to make here is basically that his teacher has to go somewhere else. Now the question is, we do not know when she's going to come back, or or maybe that she's not going to be able to come back or not. I really don't know. But personally, I really want people to really basically just to understand is basically that I understand that the kid he doesn't want to do these things like that they put him in the situation basically just do it. If this were to happen basically in real life, we'd be asking questions like, why did it happen and what's the reason why for this basically to happen? That's kind of like testing like a virus to see like can they contain it. That's kind of like that. That's kind of like a like a COVID the COVID virus and stuff like that. And because the COVID pretty much claimed a lot of people, over 1 million people around the world. It was one of the most deadliest viruses I've ever seen, I ever lived through in my life. And I'm grateful I didn't have to go to the hospital and just basically have the COVID. I was just like, wow. Because seeing that all on the news is just absolutely just devastating. And it really actually is. But one thing I really want to say here is that why was the MK virus was made in the first place? That's the whole entire question, because then you have the UW. I'm pretty sure the UW probably did this on purpose. Or maybe it wasn't on purpose, or maybe there might be a very good possibility that the MC business anime that could have been his girlfriend. His girlfriend probably did that. Probably really actually did that. But we really don't know if that really is the case or not. To basically identify it, just say like, yeah, his girlfriend was the one who basically did that. But I still answered based on the question, like, why was the MK virus was made in the first place? Why was just based on that? Because it just doesn't make no sense. Like I said before, it's kind of like COVID, but it's a lot more different because it affected women, men, children, even some animals, some animals. That's kind of like with the bird flu. The bird flu is, I mean, it's really kind of devastating. It really actually is. It makes people very, very sick and they can die really easily. Because I mean, I understand that the MC is basically doing all he can to make it antidote virus. I understand that he's really trying to do that. But I feel like the UW is pretty much just putting a lot of pressure on him to basically do this as well too. But not only because of that, because they're trying to get him to mate with the other girls because they need him too. But if he does not cooperate and he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, then there's like a very good possibility that they just may have just take his life away. That's a very good possibility, and I hate to see that basically really happen. But I just, like I said before, it's kind of weird that the virus affected pretty much all of the men. I mean, even some have probably lived, or probably some have died, or something like that. And there's more men are being in the capsules. But the question is, can the antidote can work? We really don't know. We don't know if this antidote is going to happen or not. Now, also another thing I definitely want to talk about is basically it's a possibility maybe of season 2 of World's End Harem. However, I really do not know if that really is basically going to happen. I would love to see a season 2 of World End Harem, but if it does not happen, then I'll be kind of really disappointed. But I'm just really kind of curious about if that really basically is going to happen or not. I really don't know. But yeah, and that's it for the end of this anime review. Tell me what you guys think. Not really much to talk about, but yeah, anime since I know I'll see you guys there. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down, and please leave a comment below. And I love you guys. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. I love you guys. Please stay safe and remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.